I've spent the summer trying to stay in my little bubble, decompress from this dystopian nightmare we've been living in for so long. And I'm hearing we have to wear masks again. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm so sick of the same people fucking everything up for all of us. Like, first you guys elect Trump, and it's like, thank you, fuck you very much for that. And then you guys were like, oh, sweet, let's light tiki torches and be openly racist again. And then you guys were like, global pandemic? Fake news, let's make this way harder than it has to be. And then you guys were like, maybe you guys might have been right about climate change, but it's really too late to do anything about it, so fuck it. And then you guys were like, life-saving vaccine? The government's trying to kill us, and you guys are too stupid to take it. And now I gotta wear a fucking mask again? Because of you fucks again? Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you guys?
I think she changed my mind. I think we will be a better country if we just do what Joe Biden, Jen Psaki, Dr. Fauci, Leana Wen, what all these non-elected bureaucrats say. I think we're a better off place if New York says, you've got to show your papers to get a burger. I think we're better off if we just say, you're right. I believe you have my best interests in heart. Thank you, my supreme overlords.
Psych! Bitch! If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right, does it? It sounds crazy, doesn't it? But that's the position. We are getting played right now. And what's happening is we're getting pitted, citizen versus citizen. And I'm in the same boat. I'm not excluding myself. But when you see us going citizen versus citizen, somebody else is playing us. It's very simple. We can disagree, but we shouldn't be pitted against each other as if this was some mortal combat. Keith Olbermann said on Twitter, he said, the gullible are not only being killed by amoral political assassins like Trump, DeSantis, and Rand Paul, but they're actually being led to their deaths by a brain-dead, half-wit, D-list comedian named Joe Rogan. Yeah, it's pretty intense, isn't it? And my question for Keith Olbermann and a lot of other people is, why do you care? Keith, why do you care? If gullible people are being led to their death, why do you care? I'm not even understanding why you're bringing this up. Because obviously you don't care about those people with the vitriol that he's been spitting recently. Doesn't care. So I don't understand what his point is. And then it kind of hit me. When you open your eyes, it becomes clear. Ron DeSantis in Florida passed a bill, banning a mandate. And so they were going to mandate in schools that kids wear masks, and he banned the mandate.
And what is his big solution? What is he so upset about Florida? His solution is he wants to have the government force kindergartners to wear masks in school. He doesn't believe the parents should have a say in that. He thinks that should be a decision for the government. Well, I can tell you in Florida, the parents are going to be the ones in charge of that.
Jen Psaki, speaking on behalf of the Office of the President, said he needs to get out of the way.
You will hear the president convey later, if you are not going to be a part of the solution, if you're not going to be a part of saving people's lives, then get out of the way and let other people do the job. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
The mandate was against people in authority making a broad decision for everyone. And they said to get out the way. This video was very interesting from Mark Dice. He walked around in San Diego, California, and he asked, he did a fake petition in San Diego, California. He said, we should arrest anyone who questions the previous election. And he said, hey, I want you to sign this petition to make sure that we can, he just made it up, it doesn't make any sense, but we can enact laws or just literally arrest people who question the 2020 election.
As you know, the social media companies implemented a new policy, so you're not allowed to question the results of the 2020 election or you get suspended and totally banned. But Will Americans sign a petition to arrest people who say such things offline? Let's find out. We want to stop these Trump supporters from continuing to say that Joe Biden stole the election. You're not allowed to say that on social media. It violates the terms of service.
Sign that.
But we want to start arresting them because they're still saying it out in offline.
I hate
You know what? They keep making claims
I know.
about.
Oh, trust me, I know it all.
We're going to start arresting them.
Here, I'll sign it real quick.
Facebook implemented a policy after the January 6th riot that you can't make election fraud claims. But there's still, people are still saying those kinds of things face to face.
Constantly.
You have to be like 18 to sign.
Yeah, you're too young to be
Sorry,
sounding
dude.
that kind of thing. If you can't say it on Facebook, why should you be able to say it at the dinner table?
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
And there were quite a few people who were eager to grab the pen from him and sign that. It's about power. It's always been about power. I talk about our country, and we are going to have to split at some point into two different factions. And it's not even a red or blue thing, because some red states agree with, all these mandates and other things. I think it's going to be more of a philosophy. It's going to be more of a establishment to anti-establishment. Democrats rule the establishment, but Democrats, Republicans. States like Florida right now, I always thought DeSantis was an establishment guy, but his moves that he's making are clearly against the Democratic establishment. So I judge people by their actions. Florida right now would be an anti-establishment location. And we're going to have to break the country up into those two factions. I say people like Keith Olbermann won't be happy with that, because where's the power? If you are in a faction, I'll just call it blue, even though it doesn't correspond with Democrats. If you're in the blue place, the blue half of whatever that new country is called here, and everyone basically agrees, where does that vitriol go? The vitriol will have to go to take over the other half of the new country that doesn't agree. Because without people to mandate something on, somebody like Keith Olbermann wouldn't have an identity. Same with the TikTok that we saw in the beginning. That's how crazy things are, and people are not themselves right now. People are not themselves. Olivia Rondo posted this. My friend since middle school just blocked me on everything since she found my political Instagram account. Laughed my ass off. And that's where we're at. There's going to be tough decisions that have to be made here from most everyone. And I think it's going to come down to, are you going to live where you're living right now? And I think whole states, because what we have right now in red states, the cities tend to be bluer. And you could have a state that's all red in rural areas and even suburbs, and the cities might be blue. I don't think those cities are going to be able to stay blue, not long term. This is not tomorrow. I'm thinking 5 years, 10 years down the road. It's a slow process. But I think the whole state is going to be controlled by a anti-establishment type government, and they're going to wipe everything out, including the cities that aren't. Because look at Florida. That mandate is against the cities. It's really for the cities. There are cities that want to do what the Democratic establishment wants and put masks on kids. And he's saying, no, you can't. That's anti-establishment. Let's just call it red state-ruled government, legislators and the governor overruling the blue establishment parts in the state. So at some point, it's not going to be about masks. It's going to be about something else. It's going to be about climate change. It's going to be about election laws. It's going to be about this or that. Fundamental differences, those blue areas in the state of Florida, those people are going to have to make a decision to move out. If you have the means to do so, or you save up. Same with red areas in blue-dominated states. That's going to be a little bit different because you got farmland, but that's what we're going to be at. And when it comes down to personal relationships, like the one Olivia was talking about with someone she knew since 6th grade is now defriended her, don't want to talk to her. That's sad, first of all, but it is what it is. We changed. 6th grade was a long time ago. We're different now. I will end on this. Those who have been indoctrinated, and that could be me as well. I could be completely wrong. I could be indoctrinated at holding the establishment accountable or being anti-establishment. That could apply to me too. So I'm not gonna just label some people indoctrinated and I'm not indoctrinated. This indoctrinated can include me, family, friends, and anyone. And this is what I want to end on. There is a simple test to find out who should be in your life or not. And I love these moments. They're tough, they're sad, but they bring about truth. They give you a red pill. It's very simple. If at the end of the day, in the middle of that conversation or at the end of the conversation or at just a random call or discussion with a wife, family, friends, mother, brother, sister, anybody, if you can't say, I disagree on this topic with you, but you're my bro, you're my boy, you're my family member, you're my friend, or you're some stranger I just met, no beef, dap real quick, hug, and be like, I wish the best for you. We'll ride or die. Always. We will never put that disagreement above us. I'm always there for you, and that's not going to change. If you can't say that, there's no holding hands, there's no love, it's over. Let me know what you think. Take care.
Come to my arms and tell me you are mine.
I guess it's
Hold my hands and walk with me.
Man,
Squeeze me, darling, and
we
talk
have no
to
mentors in
me.
this thing.
Why don't you show me? Why don't you show me?
Never wanted to be a leader, but I wear the hat. When people place you in certain positions, you should cherish that. So I'm out in front and staring back. But sometimes you gotta meet the people where they at. You see the distance like I'm separated, trying to get my marriage back. But I'm reaching like I'm playing poor defense. My reach is like Porzingis. Your arms too short to box with the Lord Jesus. Just like oxygen is for breathing, we were sent to move the needle, move the people. Soul music, even for the too cerebral. From the Chris Rock, smarty art, to the improv, hardy hard, it's hip hop, avant-garde. Yeah, walk with me.
Where you at?
Walk with me for a second, talk with us for a lesson. Let me bless your adolescence with a message for this record. Love how your mind is too advanced for this suppression. There ain't no romance, all they worry about is sexing. With a blessing I can jam while my intellect's aggressive. And got your world in my hands while I commence to two-stepping. I'll be your boy toy, yeah girl, you leap the weapon. And spread your wingspan and soar right over skeptics. They prefer simplicity over complex shit. And left as I feel, so they may never catch us. Breathless is the reality of your perception. Cause every time we rhyme, we climb heights in new directions. They say I got the soul of a 70s horn section. Miles with the flow, love jonesing while I'm texting. And the rest is what I've been blessed with from the heavens for your ears to reference.
Hold up, James Brown, jump back and kiss myself. Settle the score, I come back and avenge myself. Chris Wallace, Ben Wallace, I big myself. It was all a dream, constantly pinching myself. I don't need a boost, I ascend myself. Come down, oh come now, I descend from wealth. Oh man, I could show you the game, but I can't hold hands. Gold standard, the whole bag, 40 bands, 40 grand. Holy high exalted, encoded this program. KT got it tracked, RC Pro-Am, Earl and Toe Jam, Nirvana Pearl Jam, White Snake, Metallica, Motley Crue, The Sun and Moon, User Illusion 1 and 2, Gunmetal Blue, Crimson Tide, Killer Vibes, Incentivized, Killer Vibes, Rims and Ties, remember the times, Symmetry on the center line, nope, not on my conscience, my hands are spotless, I let my AI do it and remove myself from the process.
Come to my arms and tell me you are mine. Hold my hands and walk with me. Squeeze me, darling, and talk to me.
Are you recording?
Why don't you show me?
Till it's judgment day, I'm vibing till them cyborgs come. To that day, I be shooting like I'm Iverson. Blacked out with the flow, so the rhymes don't matter. Red cup in my hand makes my mind move matter. Follow the flow, I am the GOAT. Modesty no, probably blow. How does he know? God is Negro, I'm the mirror image. Manifested pyramid. Soon as my parents met, the experiment is a period. But y'all don't hear me though.
I'm dodging falling boulders off this mountain called Calamity. But when she spoke to me, she said, do it for your sanity. Beautiful wordplay, more than Apollonian vanity. Never forget where it started. I shut my eyes tightly for my dearly departed. All praises due to the deity that gets you through. I'm grand champion, Mike Lee Crew. I fell upon the right side of wonderment and grace. Faith reached out his hand, we met face to face. Mountaintop ascenders, right way defenders. Niggas is always white, we rejected pretenders.
Yeah. If he tries to bite the style, I don't care if the kids, teachers, and clerks like to smile. I'll still sheath knife the child. Keep a sharp remark hidden underneath the fitted. Someone once tried to reach and get it, fingerless mittens. Don't tinker with this one, my speaker's a big one. Sound Sigma Enigma, I ride rhythms, you nigga find it hard to invent one. That's why you give away your worth and sense in every way to every pimp you see. A's and wizardry, yet my reign's still in its infancy. Understanding how to show empathy with a beat machine. I don't choose fists, I use sense. I use books, I use facts, I use news clips. I use jewels from the OGs to the new gents. But the pulpit is where I usually get a full clip. Bumping the black opera out the Lincoln. Got me thinking forward, moving forward with my thinking merrily. Many came forth and departed dearly. You two contest this theory and you'll hear me even more clearly.
God damn, take the chain, just go.
Mamba out.